How's it going, citizens? My name's Jackatin, and welcome to another Platinum Tour video. A series where we go over all the tracks that have been made official racing missions in Star Citizen and show you everything you need to know to get those Platinum times. In this episode, we're heading to Microtech and check out the second track in the mission line, the Icebreaker. We'll be going over the track layout to help you understand how to anticipate the turns, as well as analyzing the racing line, flying techniques, and boost usage. If you enjoyed this video, consider liking and subscribing, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on future videos or guides. The Icebreaker can be found on Microtech, on the moon of Euterpe, and has been given its own quantum marker, so getting to it is pretty easy. The mission will have you run 18 checkpoints, and the track itself is split into two major sections. The first half of the track has several tight turns that will have you flying very close to the rock faces and the buildings. This will really test your skill with flying in close proximity to the wall. The second half of the track opens up to a wide open field, and it will really have you properly practicing boost management and TVI control. And it can be a major difference in your lap times as you try to maximize the time you spend at that top speed. So the first thing we need to do before we head over to the track is pick up the mission. You can find this mission by going into your contracts tab in your Mobiglass, and under the racing category selecting the spaceship time trial, the Icebreaker mission. This will cost a 1000 AUEC entry fee, but will pay out accordingly to the times you get, up to a 5000 AUEC bonus. So as long as you finish the lap, you will get your feedback and the bonus based on your time. If you are not comfortable with losing the entry fee in case you crash, you can always opt for the spaceship open track mission instead, which will give you the same mission with no entry fee but no payout. Once we have the mission, it's off to the track. So just like any other track, knowing that the first turn is going to be a right-handed turn, we will want to position ourselves on the left-hand side before the timer hits 0. And as we do, we will start to rotate to go perpendicular to the first checkpoint, and we will find our first braking marker. In my case, I like to use this pillar here on the right, so as I'm rotating myself to go perpendicular to the first checkpoint, as soon as this pillar leaves my sight, I know that I can start pitching up. Now for this next section, you want to stay as low to the ground as possible, because the height limit for the checkpoint to register is going to be the tip of the antenna here on the left. So you want to stay really low to the ground and aim for that point where I marked with the red dot. The reason you want to go to that section particularly is because the next checkpoint is quite hidden. So as we go up this hill, you will see what I mean. You want to stay on the inside section of this rock. It kind of comes to a point, so very easy to see. And as we go past it, you can see the antennas right there. So that's why we take that line, so we can definitely stay on the right hand side of it. Now for this next section, you want to aim your trajectory in where I'm marking with the red box here, in between the round building and the ones with the antennas, and we will use the section that I marked with the purple here as our turn-in point. So we will keep this trajectory, and as soon as we pass the striped section, we will start pitching up. Now I'm going to slow this section down here, and we're going to pitch to get right into this next checkpoint, and we will rotate to go as close to the wall as possible as we go all the way around. We want to maintain within the antenna and the wall, and we will use this section of the building as our next turning point, because if we pitch through this, we will immediately come to the next section, which is this next antenna. We will rotate the other direction, and we stay as close to the inside of the antenna as possible. And now to end this very annoying tight section, we just want to stay to the inside of this building, as the next turn is going to be an uphill climb, and we take a right. So by taking this corner, it's gonna allow us to stay as tight for this next section. And the reason for that is because this next part is going to be very, very close to the wall. So we will need to stay within the corner of this antenna. So in the very bottom right section, you will see here, as I approach it, I take the inside and I'm so close to the wall here. So this should place us right next to this next checkpoint, and we want to stay on the top side of this antenna here, so we can stay high up into the air and get more top speed like this. So this next part, now it opens up to more open space, and it's all about speed from now on. So we saved a little bit of boost for this next section. we're gonna stay high again and stay within the limit of the checkpoint. And from here, it's full boost and full TVI control. So you want to maintain that TVI on the dot as long as you can. I actually break it a little too soon here. You want to maintain it for as long as you can through this whole section. Then you pitch up here and you will aim for the right hand side of the antenna, because for the finish line we are gonna drop down to the right. So by staying to the right hand side of this antenna, it allows us a nice tight line. Just keep in mind, this antenna is very, very thin, so mind you don't crash into it. And that's the finish line for the platinum time for a 101. Lots to improve there, but still way faster than the platinum time. Now, as requested in a previous video, I will let this exact same run go through without any pauses, just so you can see the full lap on the Razor. Let me know in the comments below what your times have been like and whether or not this video has helped you improve. It'll help me help you. So definitely let me know below. I also stream on Twitch twice a week, so if you want to come join in and say hi and ask some questions, make sure to hit the follow button. And if you're thinking of starting Star Citizen yourself, make sure you use my referral bonus down in the description below. I've also opened up a Discord server, so if you want to join in and get notified when videos come out, I go live on stream, or any possible announcements that I can make, link will be in the description below. If you want to keep improving your time on this track and really try to push for those top times, I highly encourage you to visit scr.gg and go into the Icebreaker section and look at the top times and learn from there. There's some really, really fast guys there to learn from, so if you really want to push your times, that's the best place to start. I hope this guide helps you, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the racetrack.